The university has been involved in space research for just over 50 years, and we're now involved in missions to Mercury, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn. We're involved in the successor to the Hubble Space Telescope with NASA and the European Space Agency.
Bringing NX and Team Centre to the Space Research Centre has allowed all our different groups to work more cohesively together. Our electronics engineers and manufacturing teams used to operate using completely separate softwares, and we found that there was clear separation between the mechanics group, the electronics group and the manufacturing teams. By all groups now using Team Centre and NX, we're finding there's much more cohesive environment where we engage, we interact, we discuss the design issues. We find that the iteration between getting that concept to the final product is becoming shorter.
NX is very powerful because it integrates the whole cycle, so we're going from a design phase to an analysis phase to a manufacturing phase, and it has tools that can almost move seamlessly between these different phases, and we found that very, very powerful.
Within the space research environment, we work with multiple institutes, whether it's large institutes like the European Space Agency, NASA, to smaller groups as well. And each one of those groups will use their own different technologies and CAD softwares. We need a CAD software that is able to accept those technologies and allow us to work with it effectively. We find tools like synchronous modelling allows us to automatically pick up on features and allows us to edit them to de-feature so we can create analytical models quickly and effectively. We find that we can manipulate it almost as if it was our own design.
With space design, what we do is we put a very, very sensitive bit of measuring equipment on top of a space rocket, and then the space rocket launches and it's subject to very, very high levels of vibration load. And we need to make sure that our hardware can withstand this vibration load. Because hardware development is very, very expensive, we use the NX tools to really try and predict what stresses the hardware is going to be subject to during these launch level loads.
We find that the Nastran solver is a solver that is commonly used within the industry, so it allows us to work effectively with our partners. We also find the tools are particularly effective at providing good correlation to the actual design environments. It's very difficult to create an environment where we're working all from the same idea, and by having it in Team Centre allows us to do that effectively without having the danger of someone making a change which then has a negative impact on the design. Team Centre provides both that flexibility to allow a whole group of people to work within the same assembly, whilst also providing the protection to ensure that you don't end up with a mistake propagating through the system. One of the benefits from working on these space missions is that we also take this technology and apply it to ground-based solutions, working with English heritage, detecting tumours in medical applications, and also detecting counterfeit goods. Partnerships are very important for us getting the best out of our software tools, and we work very closely with team engineering. They don't just provide us with training and software, they also help us get the most out of the software and also help us actively on our work providing solutions for problems that are particular to our industry. Our future plans are to grow our use of NX and Team Centre. We plan to get more involved with students to ensure that they get the best out of this technology. We also want to see Team Centre and NX being used not just within the engineering environments but also used in project management and become more of an intrinsic part of how this group operates.